Today, as you know, we celebrate the Feast of Corpus Christi, or the body and blood of Christ. The great gift of the Eucharist, of Jesus giving us, in an enduring way, His body, His blood, under the form of bread and wine. Jesus is always generous with us. In today's Gospel, we hear that He talked to the crowds late in the afternoon about the kingdom of God. He gave them the teaching that their hearts yearn for. It says also, He talked about the promises of God. And it says that He healed all who were in need of healing, all who were sick. And even as the day was drawing to an end, He fed the crowds. You heard that the disciples wanted to send the people away. But Jesus told the disciples to give food to the crowd themselves. So Jesus then took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, all that the disciples had. And after His blessing, there was more than enough food for the 5,000 people. 12 baskets were left over. Today, I want to talk to you about your and my role in bringing about the kingdom of God, in proclaiming and living the reign of God in the present day. As you know, I have been, or maybe you don't, but I have been pastor of St. Anthony Parish for 16 years. And these have been the best 16 years of my life and of my ministry. I love this parish. I love the community. I love the people who come for help. I love all the prayer groups and the different groups that evangelize and catechize. But I am, as pastor, called by Jesus to make sure all the needs of the people are taken care of, even the physical needs. It falls to me to see that those who are hungry are fed. Those who need medical attention receive it. It falls to me to see that every child or adult who needs to know more about Jesus Christ is evangelized and catechized. It falls to me even to make sure that the physical aspects of the parish are maintained. It falls to me to make sure there's electricity for the lights, air conditioning in the summer. We're all glad about that today. And heating when it's cold. I welcome this job because, as Jesus says, we are called to meet the needs of our brothers and sisters, especially the needs of the least of our brothers and sisters, those most vulnerable. Today, I come to you to ask you to help me. I already know that you do many things here. There are many groups that catechize, excellent catechists. There are many prayer groups that help people be formed. There are many legions of Mary that evangelize. There are many people like Eucharistic ministers or lectors or choir or servers who help at Mass, who make the environment beautiful. There are many people that work together to feed the hungry. There are many people that work together to reach out to the homebound. And I'm blessed by that, and you're blessed by that. But I also need your financial help. The parish needs you to bring your 5 loaves and your 2 fish to the table so that we can multiply it for the needs of everyone. You'll receive a letter from me this week in the mail telling you about the needs of the parish. It will look like this, kind of a big size envelope. It's not junk mail. There's a picture of the interior of the church. On the inside fold is a letter from me, and inside are some of the more specific needs of our parish and what I'm really asking as far as consideration. On the back is last year's financial report. When you receive it, I'm asking you to not throw it away, but to read it and to begin to consider very carefully the contribution that you're making in the Sunday collection, and to see if you are able to commit to an increase in your weekly donation to our parish. I invite each person here to examine his or her weekly contribution and to commit to a new level, to a higher level. How much you should give to the parish is a difficult question to answer, since everyone's circumstances are different. I was talking to one family of 8 that lost their home, and now they lost their home in foreclosure, and now they've lost the home that they were renting. Their circumstances are dire. Not everyone's circumstances are dire, however, and so it varies from person to person. This brochure that you receive will have a table in it that can help you, a guideline, 2 guidelines for ways to think about increasing it. One is a percentage table that talks about giving a percentage of your total income to the parish. Another on the envelope that will enclose is a table about if you decide simply to increase what you're already doing. What would 20% look like? What would 30%, etc. Either way, both approaches should help you plan your level of giving. Also, in this letter I send you, you'll receive, as I mentioned, this commitment envelope. I ask that you, in the next week or 2, certainly by the weekend of June 19th and 20th, 2 weeks, to fill out and return this commitment, your commitment, either at Mass on that weekend, or if you're not going to be here, by mail. Our parish has always been successful in everything we have done because people have stepped forward. You have stepped forward. I have stepped forward. Now I ask you to step forward financially to bring your 5 loaves and your 2 fish to the table so that everyone might benefit. I ask each of you to increase your giving to our parish. Finally, I want to tell you again how proud and pleased I am to be pastor of this parish. It has been the joy of my life. You have helped me become a better person, a better Christian, a better priest, by your witness, your commitment, and your love. You inspire me. So I ask you to continue that example by increasing your donation to the parish. Pray, take it to prayer with God this week and ask, this week and next, and ask God what you should do. And together we will be able to feed the hungry, to evangelize, to catechize, to worship, to minister to the least of our brothers and sisters. Together we will continue to work the miracle of God's enduring presence among us.